Okay, so I'm out here in the woods today. I'm going to build a fire and make a Bushcraft pack frame. But everything's soaking wet. It's been raining here in southern Ohio for probably a week off and on. And you can see how wet it is. So I got to find a piece of fat wood, which I broke off a small piece right here, and I think it's going to work. So I'm going to take my axe and cut it. You can see how dark orange that stuff is. See this or not? That is a really, really good piece of fat wood. So you can see how dark orange that is. And if you smell it, it smells like a strong pine resin, obviously. So I'm gonna use this to get my fire going. So stay with me, guys. This Hill People Gear backpack, this is the Tarahumara pack, has a sleeve in the back of it for like a water bladder or something, and it fits this axe, this Granford Brook, I think it's called an Amalike or something like that. It's their smaller one. Fits it just perfect on the back. There's so much padding on the back of this thing too, you don't even really notice that it's there. So we'll find a good spot, get some smalls together. Pine right here, you can see this stuff is pretty dead, so I'm going to collect a bunch of smalls off of this right here. Pine is a very resinous wood, so it goes up really fast. So weather like this, where it's cold, it's wet, it's windy, pine is one of the best ways to get a fast fire going. Okay, so I got my fire lay built. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's got some sticks on the ground to keep the moisture from taking the heat out of the fire. Got all my smalls mixed in with some pine. So now all I got to do is process down this fat wood and get her going. I'm just going to do it on top of this log because it'll be easier. But basically all I'm going to do is carve some small shavings. That'll go up with a ferrocerium rod pretty easily. Another thing you can do is just take it, make them like that, make a good ball of them. Use my bigger ferro rod. Should work, should do. Yeah. till these pieces get good and on fire. Toss that one in there. And just put all this right here. They just pull it over top of it, just like that. And let her eat. Starting to go now. I didn't prepare very good on purpose, just to see just how marginal I could actually go with the fat wood and everything. As you can see, starting to go. Now, rule of thumb is, whenever you're building a fire or your fire's lit, don't add anything unless the flame is above the current fuel level, which would obviously be the wood. So I'm not going to add anything right now. I'm going to let it sit and burn and get going good, then I'll add some more. Pretty safe to say we've got a sustainable fire going now. It's definitely raging, that's for sure. Pull some of this stick over here. The good thing about that fat wood too is it burns hot, and it burns for a long period of time. Like I said, my opinion, as far as a natural fire starter goes, fat wood's the best. Birch bark is pretty good, but it's a flash tinder. It goes up really quick, so you really have to get stuff lit really fast with it. With fat wood, you can obviously process it down pretty marginal and still get a really nice fire going.